Welcome to Healthier Daily. I am Dr. Ben Carter. I want to ask you a question that might sound strange. Do you trust your legs? When you get out of bed in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, do you feel steady or do you have to grab the dresser or the door frame because your legs feel wobbly and weak? For millions of seniors, that nightly walk to the bathroom is the scariest part of the day. We are told that this weakness is just part of aging. We are told that our muscles just naturally shrink after 60, but that is not the whole truth. In fact, it is a dangerous half-truth. Your body never stops trying to repair itself. Your body wants to build strong muscles. The problem is not that your body has given up. The problem is that the repair crew is showing up to work, but the warehouse is empty. Today we are going to reveal a secret about muscle biology that most doctors overlook. It is about timing. We have identified 3 specific vitamins that act as the raw materials for leg strength. But here is the catch. If you take them with your morning coffee, you might be wasting them. You need to take them at night. To explain why the clock matters so much, Dr. Hinohara is here. He has a wonderful way of explaining the night shift inside your body.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Yes, we must change how we think about sleep. You go to sleep to rest, but your legs, they go to sleep to work. I want you to imagine your legs are like a busy bridge. During the day, cars and trucks are driving over the bridge. You are walking, standing, moving. You cannot repair a bridge while traffic is moving. It is too dangerous. So, the city waits until night. When the traffic stops, the construction crew comes out. In your body, this happens between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. During these golden hours, your brain releases a special chemical called human growth hormone. Think of this hormone as the foreman. He blows the whistle. He tells the workers, "Okay, fix the cracks, tighten the bolts, rebuild the muscle fibers."
That is a perfect image. The night shift. But here is the tragedy for many seniors. The foreman hormone blows the whistle. The workers show up. But there are no bricks. There is no cement. There are no tools. Why? Because you took your vitamins at 8 a.m. By 10 p.m., they have been used up or flushed out of your system. So the workers stand around. They cannot build muscle out of thin air. The bridge stays weak, and you wake up weaker than when you went to bed.
Exactly. This is why we see so many falls in the bathroom at night. The repairs were never finished. Today, we are going to give you the supply list for the night shift. We are going to introduce you to the architect, the mason, and the safety inspector. These are the 3 vitamins that you must have in your blood before you close your eyes.
If you supply these 3 things, the bridge gets stronger every single night. By the time you wake up, your legs are ready to carry you. Before we meet the architect, I want to know, do you suffer from leg cramps at night, or do your legs just feel heavy? Tell us in the comments below. And if you are ready to give your construction crew the tools they need, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Let us open the toolbox.
Welcome back. We are at the construction site of your legs. It is 10:00 p.m. The night shift has started. The workers are standing there. They are ready to build. But they are confused. They do not know what to build. They need the blueprints. They need the architect.
And in the human body, the architect is vitamin D3. Now, most of you know vitamin D is for strong bones. That is true. But new science shows that vitamin D3 is even more critical for muscle. Specifically, it is responsible for a special type of muscle called type 2 fibers. I want to explain this simply because it could save your life. You have two types of muscle in your legs. Type 1, this is for walking slowly. It is for endurance. Type 2, this is the fast twitch muscle. This is the muscle that fires instantly when you trip over a rug. If you trip, your brain screams, "Catch me." If you have strong type 2 fibers, your leg shoots out, catches your weight, and you stay standing. If you lack vitamin D3, those type 2 fibers shrink and disappear. You trip and your leg is too slow to catch you. You fall.
It is terrifying, but here is why we need to take it as a supplement. Many of my patients say, "Doctor, I go outside. I get sunshine. I don't need pills." I have to tell them the hard truth. Senior skin is like an old solar panel. When you are 20, your skin makes vitamin D very easily from the sun. But by the time you are 60 or 70, that solar panel is broken. It is about 50% less efficient. You could stand in the sun for hours and still be starving for vitamin D. That is why the architect is missing from the night shift.
So we need to bring him back. We recommend taking 2,000 to 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 every night. But there is a trick. Vitamin D is fat soluble. That means it hates water. It only dissolves in fat. If you take a dry vitamin D pill with a glass of water on an empty stomach, it might just pass right through you. The fix, you must take it with a little bit of fat. Some high-quality supplements come with MCT oil or olive oil inside the capsule. These are the best. Or take it with a few almonds or a spoonful of yogurt. This acts like a taxi that drives the architect straight into your blood.
So now the architect is on site. He opens the DNA blueprints. He tells the body, rebuild the fast twitch fibers, make them strong. The plan is ready. But who is going to do the heavy lifting? Who is going to mix the cement and lay the bricks?
We need the master mason. This is the nutrient that does the actual work of repair. And if you pick the wrong form of this vitamin, you are just buying an expensive laxative. You need to get this right.
Welcome back. So, vitamin D3. The architect has arrived on the night shift. He has unrolled the blueprints for stronger muscles. But an architect cannot lay bricks. He cannot pour cement. If you don't have a worker to actually build the structure, the plan is useless.
We need the master mason. And in the world of biology, this is magnesium. But please do not run to the drugstore yet. There is a trap here that 90% of seniors fall into. If you buy the wrong kind of magnesium, you are just throwing money down the toilet, literally. We will explain that in a second. First, let's talk about what the mason does for your legs. He has two jobs. The builder magnesium is the spark plug that allows your body to turn protein into muscle. Without it, you can eat all the steak you want, but it won't turn into leg muscle. The relaxer. This is the one you will feel tonight.
I want to talk about the Charlie horse. You know the feeling. You are sleeping peacefully. Suddenly, bam, your calf muscle locks up hard as a rock. You wake up screaming in pain. You have to jump out of bed and walk it off. Why does this happen? It is a chemical battle. Calcium tells your muscle, contract, squeeze. Magnesium tells your muscle, relax, let go. If you are low on magnesium, the calcium takes over. It floods the muscle and locks the door. The muscle stays squeezed. That is a cramp. When you take magnesium at night, it is like a master key. It unlocks the muscle fibers. It lets them lengthen and rest.
So you need magnesium. But here is the drugstore trap. Go to your local pharmacy, pick up a bottle of magnesium, turn it over, read the label. It probably says magnesium oxide. Put it back on the shelf. Magnesium oxide is cheap rock dust. Your body absorbs maybe 4% of it. Where does the rest go? It stays in your gut. It draws water in, and it gives you diarrhea. It is a laxative, not a muscle builder. You need magnesium glycinate. The difference. This magnesium is attached to an amino acid called glycine. Glycine acts like a VIP pass. It escorts the magnesium through your stomach wall and straight into your bloodstream. It absorbs 5 to 6 times better than oxide, and it is very gentle on the stomach.
So the prescription for the night shift is 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. Take it about 30 minutes before bed. It will help the mason build new muscle fibers while you sleep. It will prevent the cramps. And as a bonus, it helps you sleep deeper. And remember, deep sleep is when the repair crew works best.
So now we have the architect vitamin D3 planning the work, the mason magnesium glycinate doing the work. The bridge is being repaired. But there is a massive safety hazard on the construction site. We are moving a lot of heavy materials, specifically calcium. If that calcium gets spilled in the wrong place, it doesn't build bone. It turns into concrete in your arteries. It makes your legs stiff and hurts your heart. We need the safety inspector to direct traffic. This is the most forgotten vitamin of all.
Welcome back. Let's look at our construction site. The architect vitamin D3 has ordered the materials. The mason magnesium is busy working. Everything looks good, except for one dangerous problem. To build strong legs, you need a solid skeleton underneath. You need strong bones to hold the muscle. To build bone, the architect vitamin D3 pulls a lot of calcium into your blood. But here is the scary truth. Calcium is dumb. Calcium does not know where to go. It just flows around. If you don't have a guide, calcium will settle in the first soft place it finds. It settles in your arteries, causing heart blockages. It settles in your tendons, causing stiffness. It settles in your kidney, causing stones.
We call this the calcium paradox. You are taking calcium for your bones, but your bones are getting soft, and your arteries are turning to stone. You are literally calcifying from the inside out. Your legs feel stiff and heavy because the tissues are hardening. We need the safety inspector. We need the traffic cop. This is vitamin K2. Please do not confuse this with vitamin K1. Vitamin K1 comes from spinach and kale. It helps your blood clot so you don't bleed out. Vitamin K2 is completely different. It comes from fermented foods like natto or Gouda cheese. What K2 does, it activates a special protein that acts like a claw. This claw grabs the calcium floating in your blood and drags it out of your arteries and into your bones. It says, not here, go there.
Think of K2 as the cement truck driver. Without K2, the driver pours the wet cement right in the middle of the highway. It creates a traffic jam heart attack and a mess. With K2, the driver pours the cement onto the bridge support bone. Now your skeleton is strong enough to support big, powerful leg muscles.
So here is the rule: never take vitamin D3 without vitamin K2. They are best friends, they work together. D3 opens the door for calcium. K2 tells calcium where to sit. What to buy? You need to look for a specific form called K2 MK7. Do not buy MK4. it leaves your body too fast. MK7 stays in your blood for 24 hours. It works all through the night shift. The dosage is usually 100 micrograms mcg. Safety warning. I must stop here for a moment. Vitamin K affects blood clotting. If you are taking a blood thinner like warfarin Coumadin, you cannot take vitamin K2 without your doctor's permission. It can stop your medicine from working. But if you are not on blood thinners, this is the most important anti-aging vitamin you are probably missing.
So the team is complete. D3, the architect. Magnesium, the mason. K2, the safety inspector. But Dr. Ben, we have a fantastic crew. They are standing there with the best tools, but they are asleep. They don't know which part of the bridge to fix first. Is it the left knee? The right thigh? We need to send them a signal. We need to tell them exactly where to go.
This is the missing link that no pill can give you. We need to place the order, and we do that with a 2-minute movement right before you swallow the vitamins.
Welcome back. We have assembled the dream team. The architect D3, the mason Magnesium, and the inspector K2. You are holding these vitamins in your hand. It is 9:00 p.m. You are ready to swallow them. Stop. Put the glass of water down. If you take these vitamins now after sitting on the couch for 3 hours watching TV, your blood flow is stagnant. Your legs are offline. When the vitamins enter your blood, they will float around aimlessly. They might go to your liver. They might go to your kidneys. They might not reach your legs at all.
We need to send a homing signal. Think of a construction site at night. How do the trucks know where to drive? They follow the flares. They follow the bright lights. In your body, the flare is blood flow. We need to light a flare in your legs right now. We need to tell the body, send the repair crew here. We call this the 2-minute pre-sleep signal. You do this right before you take your vitamins. Move number 1. The bedside pump. Stand next to your bed. Hold on to the dresser or the headboard for safety. Simply lift your heels off the ground. Go up on your tiptoes, squeeze your calves, then lower down. Do this 20 times. It doesn't have to be heavy exercise. We are just waking up the pump. You will feel a little warmth in your lower legs. That is the highway opening up.
Move number 2, the chair hover. Stand in front of your bed facing away from it like you are going to sit down. Lower your hips until your bottom almost touches the mattress. But don't sit. Hold it there. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3. Your thighs will start to shake a little bit. That is perfect. Stand back up. Do this 3 times. What just happened? You created a tiny demand in your leg muscles. You created microscopic little cracks. You just put up a giant neon sign that says, repair needed in legs.
Now sit down. Your heart is beating a little faster. Your legs feel warm and tingling. The blood is rushing there. Now you take your 3 vitamins. Imagine what happens next. You go to sleep. The vitamins dissolve. They enter your bloodstream. And because the highway to your legs is wide open from the exercise, the architect, the mason, and the inspector ride that blood flow straight down to your thighs and calves. They get to work immediately because you show them exactly where to go. This is the difference between taking a pill and executing a strategy.
It takes 2 minutes. 20 calf raises, 3 chair hovers, then vitamins, then sleep. It is a ritual, and it turns your sleep into the most productive part of your day.
So we have the team, we have the signal. Now we need to put this all together into a simple nightstand menu so you can do this tonight without getting confused. So let's take a step back and look at the restoration project we have planned today. We started with a scary reality. The bridge is crumbling, your legs are getting weaker, and the risk of falling is rising. But now you know that the problem isn't just age. The problem is a supply chain shortage on the night shift. You now have the full crew, the Architect Vitamin D3 2000-4000 IU to plan the muscle, the Mason Magnesium Glycinate 300-400 milliliters to build the muscle and stop cramps, the Inspector Vitamin K2 100 mcg to keep the calcium safe, the Signal, the 2-minute movement to direct the traffic.
Now we need to make this easy. You do not want to be fumbling with bottles in the dark. I want you to write this down. This is your nightstand menu. 9 p.m. The activation. Stand up. Do your 20 calf raises. Do your 3 chair hovers. Feel the warmth in your legs. You have just lit the flare. The construction crew knows where to go.
9:05 p.m. The delivery. Take your 3 vitamins. Crucial tip. Remember that D3 and K2 need fat to dissolve. If your supplement doesn't have oil in it, eat 3 almonds or a spoonful of yogurt with your pills. Do not just wash them down with water on an empty stomach. You need the fat taxi.
10 p.m. The shutdown. Go to sleep while you dream the magic happens. The HGH flows. The magnesium relaxes the fibers. The D3 rebuilds the fast twitch muscles. You're getting stronger while you sleep.
Now a word on expectations. This is biology, not magic. You will not wake up tomorrow looking like a bodybuilder. Week 1, you will sleep better. The leg cramps will stop. Week 4, you will notice you feel steadier when you stand up from the couch. Week 12, the muscle fibers have physically rebuilt. Your balance is restored. The safety warning, please listen. I cannot say this enough. If you are on blood thinners like warfarin or Coumadin, do not take vitamin K2 without your doctor's approval. It can mess up your medication. If you have kidney disease, be careful with magnesium. Always show this list to your doctor. Say, I want to start the nighttime leg protocol. Is this safe for me? If this night shift metaphor finally made sense of why your legs are weak, please do us a great favor and hit that like button. It helps us reach more seniors who are afraid of falling. And please share this video. Send it to your friends. Tell them the construction crew is hiring. If you are not yet part of our Healthier Daily community, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We are here to help you age with strength, not fear. And for our final question, which member of the team are you missing? Are you missing the Architect D3, the Mason Magnesium, or the Inspector K2? Check your medicine cabinet and tell us in the comments below.
Thank you for joining us. Your legs have carried you for decades. Now it is your turn to support them. Give them the tools. Build the bridge. Be strong. Be well.